Previously on Survivor Boston. After Maddie was blindsided, the final 10 tried piecing together the clues of who voted for who.
Literally what? What?
So actually Finn didn't vote with me. That's news to me.
Some players told the truth to build their social bonds,
I vote on the tie.
while others lied and were caught red-handed.
And basically she lied to my face, which is great.
With both Finn and Carly lying about who they voted for, they became easy votes to rally behind,
Dude, I am so down to vote for Finn. I do not trust him at all.
leading to a unanimous vote.
8th person voted out of Survivor Boston, and the second one was our jury. Finn.
9 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
It was weird to have the whole tribe agree on something. In my mind, Finn had already entirely switched over to the other side being Anissa, Big H, Hallie, old Katai. I felt plus Carly and Marlon, I felt like he had already entirely made that jump, and I thought that'd be clear to him, or clear to them, their side, that he would be a loyal vote to them. So I was extremely surprised and delighted, honestly, when the entire tribe agreed on that.
We all love him.
We all love her.
Feels so weird.
We love you, Finn.
Kind of awesome that we were mostly united in the Finn vote. Yeah, I just guess I didn't think that we actually had the majority. I thought old Katai was still kind of talking, and that they were just saying that they were going to vote Finn, but they were actually going to vote me. Again, with the only people that I really trust are Zach, Anna, and Jackie, which is, surprise, not the majority.
Yeah. I feel like the producers hate us for answering their questions so vague.
Oh my god,
Do real Survivor
sure.
though? Questions like that?
They do.
Yeah.
Finn was a snake and didn't vote for Maddie when he said he would in the original tribal vote of last week. And we made that decision. T, my number one. It's always gonna be Marlon. Love of my life. I trust him with my life. We hang out and it's just makes sense. I trust him. He's my number one ally. It's always gonna be that way.
Guys, I just want you all to know that I love you in your own way. Even Finn, I love all of you. I just feel like shit right now.
Okay, that tribal ripped my soul apart. That was so hard. He's just such a kind person. I was always scared of him the entire season. I was like, oh my god, I want to get Finn out. He intimidates me. And then during tribal, we just had a conversation people, and we were talking about the game, and we were talking about just school, and he just seemed really nice, and I felt shitty because I knew he was gonna get out. And when he was saying we're in tribal, we're voting you tonight, Hallie, and I was like, okay, because I knew that wasn't going to happen. And I just felt shit. That feels so good. You want to do it with me, Jacob?
Sure, let's do
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that went 30 levels above what I thought it would. You do this every time. Alright, are you guys ready to get to your next immunity challenge? Yeah. First things first, Marlon, I will take it back. Alright, 1 once again, immunity is back up for grabs. All right.
Only like hidden in one of them.
All right, for today's challenge, we're going to be giving each of you 2 balloons. You guys are going to be tying the balloons around your ankles. Your job is to pop the balloons of the other people, of the other castaways, and trying to pop them. Once you have 2 balloons popped, you are out of the challenge. The last one standing, still with a balloon, wins immunity, has a 1 in 8 shot of winning this game.
Just a couple conditions. If the balloon pops on its own without anyone stepping on it, too bad.
You have to use your feet as well.
All right, y'all can grab your balloons.
Can I cut?
Y'all can grab your balloons.
Yeah, no, I'm still.
Yeah, try. All right, for immunity and a 1 in 8 shot at winning this game. Survivors ready?
Yeah.
No. Go. Hallie running out immediately, trying to attack her. 0 to 100 very fast. Everyone trying to pop each other's balloons. This is getting. Everyone is working. Hallie, down a balloon. But this is chaos happening right now. Excuse me. People are getting close. Everyone just trying to find an opening, finding the strategy that works for them. Big H knows one out. Zach is down to 1. Sweetha is down to 1. We have a loose conversation with somebody.
Jackie's also.
Jackie has 2. Marlon taking out just some points in the field.
I love you guys. Wait, no,
Zach lost a second. When Zach's out of the challenge, come back here, Zach.
Zach is out of the challenge.
Stop chasing me, I hate this!
Anna is out of the lead. And we are down to 8. Oh my god.
I feel like I'm a murderer trying to chase you.
He's all about his name. Right move at the wrong time. This is more terrifying than it is fun to watch. Everyone seems to just get calmed down. Oh, now everyone's finally finding their corners. Zach already out, just chilling over there. Marlon jumps and knocks out Anissa. Don't grab on it. That balloon's gone. Anna's down to 1, Anissa's down to 1. Sweetha's at 1, Hallie's at 1. He's at 1, Marlon at 2, Carly's still at 2. Marlon's going to be coming down, and we are back to Marlon, this is the right place.
Marlon, what are you doing? So sweating. What a lot of us up here.
There are still 8 people on the field, most of them with 1 balloon. Marlon and Carly still hanging on with 2. Zach, not here.
Alright, house order.
Anna's out of this challenge.
It was just because she was right there.
Anissa knocking her right out.
What? First timer.
Hallie and Marlon going out. Big H trying to make a move. Big H. Marlon just kind of dancing around. It seems to be working for her right now.
This really brings out my crack.
Jackie is out of this challenge, losing her balloon.
I have her balloon to my other foot. Maybe take your sweatshirt off.
What?
Watch it. No stripping.
Marlon loses his first balloon. Ready to even up that field.
There's an alarm going off on my phone.
Let's see how we gotta get this.
We met in mine.
Marley's alarm alarm going off on her phone.
Dude,
Hallie seems like she's on something.
Hallie is summoning the devil.
Can't tell what. Since people left in this game, Carly filled 2 balloons. Everyone else.
Make it move!
Hallie screams making moves as if that is a movie.
Don't say my 2 balloons, alright? I'm not gonna say anything. There's someone with 2 balloons.
Yeah, no, I just. It's okay, I understand. Literally, Carly. We're not talking about Carly.
We're even now, alright?
Fuck you.
We are now all even. There are no more lives left in this game. When you are out, you're done.
Can we pause so I can turn off my alarm?
No, sure.
No. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's pause. I don't care.
It's in a good group.
I don't mind, it's because I section.
Please be centered. It's like a metronome.
Yeah. So what's up, guys?
Hallie knocks Carly right out of
Now
this
she's alright, your
challenge.
alarm.
That's how fast it can go.
She
You
did
be in the
grab
best
my
spot,
boobs.
and then you're gone in a second.
She was a reaction.
My money's on Hallie.
Yo, Hallie's got wily, I'm not gonna lie.
Big H,
What you doing? 2 rounds of being okay with going home.
No, I'm not trying to do anything. I don't
We're down to
I'm doing that.
We're down to 4. Anissa, Big H, Marlon,
Hallie out of this challenge. Sorry.
It's on you,
It's okay.
Hallie.
I was talking about Gaga. Hallie out of this challenge. We are down to 4. Marlon, Anissa, Big H, and Swetha. And Marlon is out of this challenge. We are down to 3. Swetha, Anissa, and Big H. Carly's alarm's still going on.
I'm rooting for all of you.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, the
What does Carly have to do at 6?
Oh my god.
It's like both of them.
Anissa and Big H tag teaming Swetha right now. Swetha running for her life, trying to stay alive in this game.
Run away, Swetha! Run away!
You got it, Swetha.
He's tag teaming Swetha out of this challenge. We're down to Big H and Anissa for immunity.
I'm like, that was so much. What am I supposed to do, you know?
Why is there more than one?
Hallie playing with the ups.
Oh, you got the pads everywhere?
Big H just dancing with Anissa.
Go ahead, go.
Big H has some rhythm.
Anissa basically sounded like she's swimming.
Sorry.
Anissa out of this challenge. Big H wins individual immunity, guaranteeing himself a 1 in 8 shot at winning this game.
Good game, good game.
Y'all can all put your shoes on.
Good match.
You guys can put your shoes on. Put your shoes on.
Can I use the scissors to cut the rope off?
Yeah, just give it.
Wow, I did not expect it to be like
Do you want to help me?
Either.
You made a big mess.
Yeah, I mean, if you see some pieces.
That's really kind of funny though.
That was so funny. Good job. It's like water.
Alright.
All right.
Pass out.
All right, Big H, come get immunity.
Yes!
Thank you.
1 in 8 shot of winning this game. As for the rest of you, one of you will be the 9th person voted out of this game. You guys have the weekend to think about it. Grab your stuff, come on out.
Bam.
Big H has got that big stuff.
That was embarrassing.
Hey.
Okay.
Jeepers.
Like home now.
Why isn't it working?
My biggest fears are going blind and being chased. So that was not fun for me. I literally am running around screaming, this is my worst nightmare. And then Hector wins, which is not surprising because he's scary and large and was doing very well.
Bye, guys.
This is not the scary thing.
Bye.
That's a tiny one.
Alright, I guess we can find any other pieces of balloon that are still hanging around and we can get rid of that.
Wait till the door closes.
Yeah, 100%. I'm in a room.
Do we have this?
It's a production.
Come in.
Oh. Hi, Swetha.
Hi.
Hi. I just remembered of something. No. I didn't want anyone to see me. Thank you.
Bye, Swetha.
See you, Swetha.
Bye. So I just got home from the challenge and you have found a clue to the hidden immunity idol. At your next tribal council, the idol will be right within your grasp in front of everybody. Do you take the risk? Head to the far right seat. Taped inside the right handle of the box is the safety you seek. Like, what box? What? In front of everybody? Okay, well, let me rewind. I just remember someone's balloon got popped, and I remember looking at the ground and I just saw this like folded up in like the middle of the floor. Like, anyone could have seen it. Later, it hit me like when I had gotten out of the game and I was standing on the side watching Anissa and Big H. I was like, oh my god, like, I think that's a clue. But I didn't want to grab it in front of everyone and I was like really nervous. So I left with everyone. I went all the way down the elevator of Anson, went all the way down the block, crossed the crosswalk, and then when everyone was going back to campus, I like looped around the Boylston T stop, ran through traffic back to Anson, and I went back to the 6th floor, and there it was, just the producers, and this was sitting on the floor. This is crazy. Like, I was expecting to like go hunting tonight, but this is savage. Like, right in the tribal council. I'm definitely nervous, but excited. I need to be at like front of the line first to go into the room so I can grab this far right seat. But yeah, and hopefully I get this idol.
I feel very comfortable with merge. I feel like I had, people on both sides of this. So first of all, I have Carly. But right now, a strong alliance that I have is with me, Carly, Anissa, and Big H. And I think that's a really good team. Okay, so should I talk about this? I mean, I can't think of anything else to talk about. Alright, so I'm gonna say this confession because I don't really know how else to put on the table. But when I started off the game, I was working with like Max and Carly. But for most of the game, I've been like working with like Carly. And I honestly, I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna say this because I guess it does make good TV, but I think I am kind of into Carly. She's, I don't know, I think we just have really good chemistry, and like whenever like I bring up something or she brings up something, we're like on, like we're like, I don't know, we have like a connection. I don't know. Yeah. I think she's a really dope person, and anyway, I hope she doesn't blindside me. That'd be kind of messed up, huh? But anyway, I got that off my chest.
Big H won. Look at his necklace.
We love that.
And everyone else is dying. Yay! So guaranteed, these are my people, unless they're like lying to my face, would be me. I'm gonna count myself. Me, Big H, Jackie, Hallie, Marlon, and Carly. I'm just trying to like get people out that aren't on my side as best as possible and like keep the attention away from myself.
Right now my core people are Anissa's #1. I think I still want to push through with Anissa, Carly, and Marlon. I feel like we're all powerful competitors. We're good with a social game, and I feel like we could really make it to the end. This week, my side of the team, I guess, really want to get out Zach. We're just trying to get the numbers out from the other side so we have majority.
I think right now we have new alliances that are kind of a little bit in old tribal lines. So like I think Anissa, me, Big H, and Hallie are still kind of all connected. Whereas I think that Old Fatia is kind of split. So there's like Swetha, Anna, and Zach, I think, are all together. And then Carly and Marlon are together. I think now that we're down to such few numbers, you can kind of see like who's gonna make it far. And I think that Marlon and Big H both have an alliance with Carly, and I think they're two people that could go very far in this game. So if Carly's out of the picture, then they have like one less leg to stand on in the game. Anna and I talked very, very briefly. We kind of just ran into each other, and we both want Carly out of the game.
Okay, so I'm happy we're finally
Me
meeting.
too. I literally was like, how have we never talked?
I know, I
It's
feel like we
ridiculous.
vibe really well.
Exactly.
Like, wow.
I think I talked to Anthony once, and it was the week that he got voted off, and he was like, if I stay, I'm pulling you in with me and Hector. And I was like, then it didn't happen.
He told me to keep talking to you. I was like, yeah, I should.
So what are your thoughts for this week?
Well, so far I've been I've seen what a few people are thinking. I don't know how you feel about this, but like they're thinking getting out Zach.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Who?
I heard like a majority, as in like Carly, Marlon, Hallie,
Okay.
and Anissa.
Anissa's thinking Zach?
Yeah. Well, all of them are.
Okay. I'm more on the other side of like, I'm pretty close with Zach,
Mhm.
so that's not like my ideal.
Okay.
And I don't think that it would be other people's ideals, like Jackie and Swetha and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know where you'd fall in that.
Exactly.
I'm hoping to vote Carly out tonight. That is who I hope goes home, because I do not trust her. Where the other people, I trust that they're still in this to, you know, make decisions as we go. They're not like set on a path. I think Carly's pretty set on a path, and I don't think that I feature in that path. So I would like to see her go home.
What is the other
So-
side thinking?
I think that like the threat option is Carly,
Okay.
because she's done a lot of shady stuff.
That's very true. I
And
can see that.
if I could like do this, I'd want to build a group of like final 5 or something
Mhm.
of people who I trusted, and I would like any one of them to win.
Yeah.
And like Carly's not one of those
Okay.
people.
Yeah. No, I completely see that.
Yeah. Like you're there, Jackie's there, Zach's there, Swetha's there.
Mhm.
Which I'm telling you this, like, because I trust you.
Yeah.
Because you could like obviously go and say that that's the plan.
Exactly.
And then vote Zach off if you went with them.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to like, I guess, reason with you that like this is my thinking.
Mhm.
Because I trust you that you're like a logical person
Yeah.
who wants to know both sides.
I just have to think like, is it really? I didn't think of that. Am I the deciding vote?
I think you are.
I never met with Anna, who I've never met with before. I kind of act a little lost with her in the game. Like don't really have a side. And she's trying to pull me to the side with Swetha, Jackie, Zach, and herself, telling me that like, oh, if you vote with us, we'll work with you and stuff.
I just like don't know where I fall right now, so like I just have to think about like.
I think that, and this is not just me saying this. This is like actually what I believe. If you voted for Carly, you would 100% be welcomed,
Yeah.
kind of into like the not an alliance, but like agreement that we all have of like this is a good group.
Yeah.
Where I think Carly and Marlon are super close, and they're ready to fight for each other and no one else.
Okay.
If you don't want it to be your vote, as like you don't want that like getting out,
Yeah.
I can tell Anissa majority is Carly.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be like you made it, Carly.
Exactly.
You know?
And at the end I said, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but if you have majority, I'll vote with you. She doesn't know that I've talked to Carly before. She doesn't know that I'm in a super alliance with Anissa.
So I'm glad we talked.
No, yeah,
And I'm
we're
definitely
glad.
glad that like this is now a thing.
Me too.
Because I do trust you.
Yeah, and I think we can work more in the future and
100%.
stuff.
100%.
Perfect.
How does it feel with immunity though? That must
Oh
be
my
nice.
god, I broke the thing.
Bro, how did you break it?
I literally bent down in the elevator right when I got done. I heard. So I'm gonna bring it to Jacob today and be like, sorry.
The word on the street is that Zach, Swetha, and Anna and Jackie are all voting for me tonight. That's what Hector told me. He talked to, I think, Zach, and he told Zach that he wasn't sure what he was gonna do. I'm kind of just like, you want to vote me out? Like, I get that. I've played a lot of games, been a little bit of a snake recently, lied to a lot of people, got Maddie voted out. Like, I brought Marlon with me. We were the two that made that really work. So I get it. I do. And our plan is to all vote for Zach and to hope that Hallie will come through and vote for Zach also and save my butt.
I love that challenge. That was so fun. That was like going to a birthday party. I just had so many giggles and it was just like really sweaty. It's fun. I want to vote for Zach because he scares me. But also I feel like Carly isn't honest, or as honest as other people. And she plays a really intense game.
So, I just met Hector here, and I was like, what have you heard? And he was like, I heard that a bunch of people are gonna vote Zach. And I was like, who? No, I was like, who? And he was like, Carly, Marlon, Hallie, and maybe Anissa. If Anissa is voting with them, because I'm texting Anissa right now, because we wanted to meet today, and she was like, text me what you're gonna do. And so I don't know if she's still wondering
I know,
where she's
I
gonna
messaged
be.
her this morning and was like, and she was like, I'd love to meet, but I'm like...
She's a basketball game or something?
She's like traveling.
Mm-hmm. And so I said, here's the thing, I know a bunch of people who are voting Carly. If Anissa is voting Zach, Hector, you're the deciding vote. And he was like, shit, I didn't even think about that. And I talked it through with him.
I'm scared because tonight it's my name on the docket from the other side being like Anissa, Carly, Marlon, Big H, maybe Hallie, which is scary because it's my name. It's scary because it's my name.
I texted Anissa and I said, I'm positive we have the numbers to vote Carly, that's the majority. And she hasn't texted back, but I think that took off some pressure off Hector, because then he was like, oh,
then Anissa
will too. I think she will, unless she's like super close with them, which he said she's not.
I thought, I had always heard like she was scared of Carly. And with me reaching out today, hopefully that meant to her like
something that
at least he wants to work with her. Like,
we're all just trying to get further in the game now, and it's less about alliances and more just about who will help us get there and who will hurt us get there.
I think it's going okay.
Yeah.
It's a little scary.
That's scary. It's scary to hear my name, but okay, so I have an idol. Literally right here.
Oh my gosh, really?
The only other person who knows about this is Swetha. Like,
Okay.
I hadn't even told Maddie before she left the game. I just told Swetha because I was in like it was when we realized it was just the two of us that voted, and we thought we were more on the bottom than we were, like.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
And like freaked out. So I'm sorry I haven't told you about it sooner.
That's okay.
And,
I understand it.
At this point, I trust Zach the most because we have been pretty much together in this game for a long time. He's always been honest with me, and I've always been honest with him. I don't know if I've told a single lie to Zach. He's the person in the game that I would be okay going home to save.
I know I'm not going home tonight, but I just don't want to use it yet.
No, that makes sense. Of course you don't.
And so, like, maybe if I tell Big H, like, I'm playing the idol, don't be on the wrong side of the vote, just vote with us, and then I don't play it.
It's a little bit threatening. Worst case scenario, obviously. You don't play the idol and you go home. What happens to it? Can you give it still then, or do you have to give it before?
You have to give it before.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck.
Would you give it, if we made the decision not to use it, should you give it proactively, and then like, if you gave it to me, I'd give it back if you stayed? Just in case. Of course I don't want you to go home. This is not me being like, give me the idol,
right.
Obviously. But I think it would be a smart, proactive thing to, if we choose that you're not going to, like, if you make that decision you're not going to use it, to have it, like, not die with you, basically.
Right. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want it to go home in my pocket. I, like, hastily told Anna about the idol, because I was like, maybe we could use this to really, like, rope in Big H. So I'm worried because I don't want to rely just on that Big H will flip with us because he likes us more. I don't think that's a sturdy anything to base anything off of.
Jackie, Anna, Zach, for sure are voting Carly tonight. I don't know what to believe about Anissa because she seemed really happy when she found out that we all united on Finn. It sounded clear that she just wanted to be part of the majority and she just wanted people to like talk to her, which is why I'm not really sure if I should trust her for tonight. Like, part of me thinks Anissa will vote Carly tonight, as will Big H, but then another part of me like just still doesn't really trust them, and like knowing that they're considering Zach for tonight like makes me really nervous because like I just like don't know which way they're gonna swing.
So I have not met with Anna or Zach. That side views me as a threat, which was not good news when I heard it, because if they don't like me, they might go after me, and if they don't go after me because I have the idol, then they're gonna go after people I'm working with, and then no one will want to work with me. So
I was frustrated about the game because I felt like I wasn't making any big moves. I felt like I wasn't the one putting the names out there. I was kind of just like there for the vote, there for the numbers, which I think continues to be true. And it frustrated me because I felt like I was just a pawn in someone else's game.
I said that I'm voting for Carly, basically. to
Okay,
him
no.
When he said that, I was like, yeah, I'm voting for Carly. And I was like, you guys should vote for Carly.
That's a confusing thing about Hallie being in the game, is that I don't know when people are gonna take her out, because for me right now, she's definitely like, I would consider her one of my allies for now.
I don't, like, part of me wonders if, like, tribal would be, like, a good place to, like, because you know how they always ask us those questions. Like,
Right.
I like, and I'm always waiting for someone to, like, I don't know, maybe that's, like, too dramatic, though.
What?
No.
But, like, to,
what
like,
were you gonna say?
I almost feel like if they ask you something, you, like, plea a good case of, like, I should stay for, like, A, B, C, and D, you know?
Honestly, yeah, that does like
Because
happen.
you know your name's on the block, so it's
I
like,
think
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest and be like, I've heard my name. I know I'm not safe tonight.
I also work a lot with Jackie, but right now, I think after this next point in the game, I think we're gonna be split apart. I know for a fact that Anna, Zach, and Jackie have met before in the past, so her loyalty lies with them. Anissa believes that Hallie will stick with us because we've talked to her in the past, we've kept her updated, but I still have it in the back of my head that she might vote with the other side because she's also close with Jackie. It doesn't really worry me that no one has played the idol, because I feel like we kind of have a general concept of who got an idol, just because I know Anissa has gotten a lot of them, I've gotten a clue. I feel like there's no one having like a hidden idol right now, so it doesn't worry me. It's also kind of hard to find it, so.
The fact that I have to get to this seat before anyone else does, and I'm always the last person to enter the room, so I need to like be the first person to walk into council tonight so I can get to the seat and get the idol. I think honestly having an idol is almost more stressful than not having an idol, because it's always like a stressful thing of like, do I play it? Which I know Zach is kind of going through tonight because he's heard his name as a potential target, and he's kind of on this thing of like, okay, like, do I play it? But then the next tribal, like, they'll know I don't have an idol, then they'll definitely vote me off, or do I like risk it and hope that everyone's gonna be in on our vote, which our vote is for Carly.
The plan right now is to vote Zach, and if Hallie pulls through and she votes for Zach and we all vote for Zach, it's 5 against 4. I think it's not over yet. I mean, we do have the majority if Hallie votes with us. I think it's funny that Jackie flipped. I never really thought she liked me in the first place, but that's fine. I could still be in this game, and if we pull together and vote Zach, then he's going home, and that's a big move. So I haven't like completely given up hope.
Yes, I do have the individual immunity idol, but I really didn't want to use it this early in the game. I'm kind of freaking out. There's so much of this game that I'm just like I feel like I'm clinging on, grasping at straws, but I think that's a bad way to look at it. The more you seem like the dead puppy at the end of a pack, the more people will try to eat you. I have no idea what that metaphor was. Okay, this is sponsored by Roxbury Community College.
Welcome, and now bringing in the members of our jury. So Anna, after a merge vote where you guys come to a tie and then go into the next tribal council, it's a unanimous vote. What does that say about the state of your tribe right now?
I think that the tie vote showed that like we're still trying to figure out how to work at all, how to work together and how to talk to people and how to communicate. And I think that the unanimous vote showed that we learned how to communicate, but I don't think that means that we're all on the same page at all. Because I think that going into this challenge, it will be very different than the last two.
So Carly, Anna says we're not on the same page. Are the sides clear at this point?
I don't think the sides were ever clear or ever are clear.
Do you guys agree with that? The sides are not clear at all. Nobody knows where anyone stands.
I think
you're like this little Zach.
I think everyone's just playing like a personal game at this point, but that's just my opinion. Sorry.
I'm not.
I mean, I'll say, like, I'm not. I think I'm loyal to a couple, like, definitive people, and then there are people that I just don't talk to and I've tried to and, like, won't respond.
You seem like you know what the sides are. Can you tell us what the sides are at this point?
I can tell you for certain that there are, like, people that are voting my name tonight. Definitely, probably Carly and Marlon. Maybe Hallie, for sure.
So Marlon, Zach's immediately calling you and Carly out as being two people who are possibly targeting him. Does that scare you that he's immediately calling you out?
Not really.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm jaded or I'm just like, I just don't really, I don't really get stressed out in like these kind of situations. I'm gonna be real, like I only get stressed out like right before something like this shit hits the fan. So that's what I'd say.
So who knows what the sides are and is just maybe like too afraid to say it right now? All right, so you know what the sides are, Anissa.
So I've been told what the sides are. I don't even know if I agree with it, that's the thing, because like I heard it from someone else. So like I feel kind of like removed from the decision tonight, but like I've heard things from multiple people about like what I should do. But like both like information that I've gotten from different people like leads me to believe there are different sides. So like I don't know.
I'll say I'm not going home tonight. I have. Oh wait, this is literally my key.
I almost died.
Wait, hold on, sorry.
I have my room.
Wait.
This is hilarious. I'm sorry.
That was supposed to be so cool. Wait, here it is. I have an idol that I will be playing on myself tonight, so I will not be going home.
All right.
That said, I'm voting for Carly. Sorry.
Okay. I guess it's gonna be one of those tribals, Charlie. But
No, but let's talk about this. So Carly, Zach's immediately thrown out this
yeah,
idea
so
that
that changed a lot of things. Obviously, like if we're all just gonna have out with it, like I heard that my name was being thrown around before I even talked to anyone, and like I was a little shocked by that. But like, hey, it's the game. Finn went home last week, and that was sad for me. And like I guess it just comes to the point where like everyone decides someone wants this to be gone, and maybe it's me this week. He is an idol. I don't know what that's gonna mean for my vote or basically anyone else's. So yeah, for that.
So like I guess what Carly's saying is that like if you thought that people were gonna vote for you tonight, now like you gave all those people an opportunity to change their minds and vote for someone else and like still have majority.
I'm just saying that this is like what I will be playing tonight. Just like. Because I know my name has been thrown out there.
I mean, it's hard because it gives him a chance to actually keep his idol, so, like, I understand that.
No, I will be playing it tonight. Like, just, I don't want to play that.
The fact that we, like, know that you have it now.
Well, because otherwise I mean, I guess I couldn't.
Crazy.
So Jackie, Carly did bring up an interesting point in saying, Zach, usually people would play the idol before the votes are read and after people vote. But you're coming out and saying this right now, which means maybe this is a chance to keep it. How do you take this sort of information into account?
Oh, okay. Thank you for the softball. So I think here's the thing: is it would be very high. It would be a very high risk for Zach not to play it at this point because what is stopping like anyone here from still voting Zach? Who knows? Maybe all bets are off now. Theoretically, people should still put your name, right?
Right. No. Yeah.
To hold you accountable to play that idol.
That said,
or at least say they are.
I don't have to play it for myself either. I think as a
I forgot about that.
No, just like as the reason I brought it up before and didn't play it after.
That's the only reason I'm laughing.
Stupid. No, just like the reason I brought it up is because I knew there were some people on the fence and there were like swing votes that like could have swung either way, and this is my way of being like, okay, well there's a side that it's clearly safer to be on tonight, and that said, I don't have to play it for myself either. I could be saying that I'm playing it for myself in order to play it for another person, and then who knows what happens. So.
Another vote.
This is There's a lot going on right now. Anissa, do you think it's risky sort of bumping out this idol right now at this point and sort of taking all that into account?
Well, I guess if you're sitting here and you didn't know that Zach had the idol, then maybe you might, and you thought you were working with Zach, then maybe you're sitting here like, oh, I didn't know he had it. So I don't know like if Zach told people he had it or not, but like if you're sitting here knowing, like, and you didn't know that Zach had the idol, then like you can be pretty sure that like Zach didn't trust you enough to tell you. So like I don't know if Zach told all of his people or not. It is interesting. I kind of like don't think he's gonna play it on anyone else, but it's very good for his game that he brought it out. So yeah, it'll just be interesting to see who he plays it on. But like I'm guessing it's gonna be himself or no one, because I haven't heard any other names thrown out that he would want to play it on.
Hallie, you've been in an interesting position these past tribal councils where you've been called out by me and other players for not wanting to still be in the game, but you've been saved 2 times. Now at this point, how do you decide who to work with?
To me, I have my alliance that I'm loyal to, which like is the original Katai.
All right, so Swetha, that's got to be a little bit concerning. Hallie saying, "Oh, I'm always going to be loyal to Katai." There's still like this Katai bond that seems pretty strong right now. Is that concerning to you?
I mean, yeah, I guess. But also I figured like people have always said you're going to be loyal to the people you've gotten the chance to talk to more, and it's just true that for most of this like game so far we haven't had the chance to talk to people on the other tribe because we haven't had to when we were voting until merge happened. So it makes sense that you'd be more loyal to the people you've already worked with. But right now I feel like post-merge like should kind of also be a clean slate in some ways. Like why not take the opportunity to talk to people you didn't have to before and like make new alliances. I'm just basing my vote honestly, or like just every week, like now I'm basing my vote off of people who I think I can trust and who are like keeping me in the loop and who are being honest with me. So yeah.
All right, with that, let's get to the vote. Marlon, you're up.
So this is kind of interesting because I was thinking about voting for Zach tonight, but he brought up this idol.
Oh yeah, baby.
Well, I don't know what everyone else is gonna do.
That might have been the stupidest thing I have done in Survivor history, but we're the smartest, who knows? Carly, nothing personal at all, you just flipped on the alliance.
That was so much. Who knows what's gonna happen? Spooky. This is kind of crazy.
If anybody has the hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, so let's read the decision is final. The person voted off will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. On the votes. First vote. Carly.
Yep.
Swetha. Carly.
Hanging.
Swetha. Carly. 3 votes Carly. Swetha, we're tied. 3 votes Swetha, 3 votes Carly. 3 votes left. Carly. Swetha, we're tied. 4 votes Swetha, 4 votes Carly, 1 vote left. 9th person voted out of Survivor Boston, Palamedes, and the 3rd member of our jury. Swetha. Did you bring your vote? Swetha, try to smoke it.
I'm choked.
Go ahead, madam. Well, a lot of risky moves tonight leading to a very unpredictable turn of events, which means that anything can happen in this game. Grab yourself what happened tonight. Next time on Survivor Boston, the contestants regroup after a shocking blindside.
Did you really not think that like you needed to play it on yourself?
I was never gonna play it on myself.
And the Superlatives Challenge is brought back.
Who is playing both sides?
So I literally just got an idol, and then I just got voted off, and I thought for a second that maybe I should play it because Zach like told everyone that he had an idol, which it would have gone perfectly if he just didn't tell anyone, and then he played it, and then Carly would have gone home. But I was like, okay, like I don't want to risk it. I just got it, and like they don't have time to discuss. But they like did, and they did vote me out, which is so frustrating because I literally got the idol like 10 minutes ago. But that's the game, and that's what keeps it interesting, so it's all good. Yeah, I don't have any regrets. I think I played a good game till now, and I got further than I thought I was gonna get, so that's exciting. I have no hard feelings against Zach. I know he's upset because he thinks it's his fault, but I have no hard feelings, and I still hope that he goes far.